Welcome to another Uncut tour. Today we will be looking at the Grand Aston Cayo Paredon. Make sure to stay till the end for the pros and cons. I did have a hard time to find some cons, but I did find some. You usually get what you paid for. That being said, last month I was in Jamaica. I paid almost 3 times the price that I did for the Grand Aston Cayo Paredon, so my expectations were pretty high. The food was great, I had a nice beach, the staff was friendly, but overall, the resort did deceive me, especially for the price that I paid. We are currently looking for our Christmas getaway. Most likely we will be going to Cayo Santa Maria. If you do have any hotel suggestions, please comment below. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Before we start the video, I do want to apologize for the image quality. I forgot to program the settings for the camera for this Uncut tour. I tried to save the image as best as I could. Let's start from the lobby. Here is where you will be dropped off from the airport. You're looking at a 30 to 40 minute shuttle ride from the airport to the resort. On the left, you will find the front desk. Check-in is at 4 p.m. and checkout is at noon. When I did my check-in, it was past noon. My room wasn't ready, but I was able to put my luggage in a secured area, so I was able to explore the resort and the beach. Again, on the left, you will find your airline representative, and in front of them is where you can secure your luggage if your room is not ready yet. On the right, if you continue to the end, is where you can book your a la carte restaurants. As you can see, there's plenty of room to sit back and relax while sipping on a cocktail. And this is also where you will find the entertainment at night. We will be walking in front of the stage shortly. On the left, you will find the first set of elevators that will bring you to floor number 6. On the previous night, we had a lot of rain. The water got through the ceiling, but they're already working on it, as you can see. We will be back here later, but this will take you to the gift shop and the buffets. Also to bungalow 5, 6, 7, and 8, and a few of the a la carte restaurants. Let's go for a little tour on the left. If you go to the left, this will take you back to the front desk, and on the right is bungalow number 3. In the back you will find bungalow 1 and 2. And behind those bungalows, you will find the gym and the tennis court. This area is more for young families, I would say. It's pretty quiet. You will find a deep pool and a pretty shallow pool for kids. And you will also find the kids club. This pool goes from a few inches to about 5 feet deep. Here's a few specs on the property. This is a 4-star resort, but in my opinion it should be a 4.5 to 5 star, just because of the location, the beautiful beach, it is clean and well maintained, and the food is pretty decent. It opened in November of 2022. It has 11 bungalows for 635 rooms. It has 9 restaurants. This includes the snack bar, the a la carte restaurants, and the buffets. 4 bars, and it is located only 20 to 30 minutes away from the airport. The kids club and the kids pool, as I was mentioning earlier. Here on the left, we have Bungalow 9, which is pretty close from the beach. Then Bungalow 10. And here is Bungalow 11. There's plenty of little bird houses like this on the property. We will now walk through Bungalow 11 on the left and 3 on the right. On the left, this will take you to the beach and the beach grill. Straight to the pools, and on the right, back to the lobby. The 2 buildings in front of us is Bungalow 4. This is where you will find the lobby and the lobby bar. This is where we were earlier. On the right corner, the first office, you will find the first aid area in case that you need a nurse or a doctor. And the gift shop is on the left corner. Here we have some vendors. They're there pretty much all week. And on the right, you will find another set of elevators that will bring you to floor number 5. We are now walking in front of one of the buffets, but this one was closed due to low occupancy. Keep in mind I was there on the 2nd week of October. This was the main buffet that was open while I was there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Above us on the right, you will find Bungalow 5, and straight ahead is Bungalow 6. This is where you will find most of the a la carte restaurants. The first a la carte is the Salina. This is the Mexican a la carte restaurant, and that was my favorite. you will find a snack bar where you can order some ham and cheese, chicken and tuna sandwiches, and don't forget to try the fries. They're pretty awesome. Here we have the Brazilian restaurant, a la carte restaurant. I think it's a steakhouse, but I'm not 100% sure. And here in front of us we have bungalow 7 and 8. 8 is the one closer to the beach. This will take you to the beach, and on the right is the VIP private club. Here's a better view of the snack bar, and on the right you will find the main pool. The main pool has a swim-up bar as well as a infinity pool. And if you don't feel like going in the water to get your drinks, you can just come here, nice and dry. And on the left, you can come and grab your clean beach towels. You will also find some washrooms here. If you want to be in the main area, but you want it to be a bit more quiet, this is the pool for you. As you can see, the pools are nice and clean, and you can hear the birds from the bird houses that we saw earlier. They're all over the property. In the distance, we can see Bungalow 9, where we were earlier, and on the right is the beach grill. At the beach grill in the morning, you can also find some yoga sessions. At the beach restaurant, which I like to call the beach grill, but I'm not even sure if it's a grill, they do have a small buffet, and they do serve some amazing pizza during lunch. I think lunch is from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. In a few years, when the trees mature up, this will be an amazing area. Here from the right to the left, we can see bungalow 6, 7, and 8, and the VIP area, which is called the club. Now let's go and check out the beach. On the right of me, you can't see it right now, but that's the beach bar. We'll get to it in a few minutes. And this is what you came here for. Just look at this beach and the view. Alright, time for a drink. Let's go at the beach bar. Times for the pros and the cons. This video wasn't sponsored, nor did I have a collaboration with this resort. This is my honest opinion and my experience that I had at this property. Keep in mind that 1 week to the next, things might change in Cuba. 1 week you'll have some bacon, the other you won't. 1 week you'll have some eggs, the other you won't. But this is the reality going to Cuba. But one thing's for sure is, if you're looking for the most beautiful beaches in the world, tranquility, lay back and relax, you have come to the right place. Let's start with the cons. This resort opened 2 years ago, in November of 2022. That being said, the trees are not fully matured yet, leaving you with very little shade. Thankfully, the resort was only at 30 to 40% capacity, so I had a lot of palabas to choose from at the pools and at the beach. There is a lack of drink options. You will have your classic rum and coke, crystal beer, vodka, tequila, orange, strawberry, and pineapple juice, but don't expect to have your screwdrivers, sex on the beach, and gin tonic on a daily basis. But they will find you some alternative drinks. The sidewalks are extremely slippery when wet, so be cautious. When it comes to food, I'm not really picky, but they could really upgrade their breakfast. The layout of the property is a bit confusing. Let me explain. On the left you will find bungalow 1, 2, and 3, followed by 11, 10, and 9. In the middle you will find bungalow 4 and 5, and on the right 6, 7, and 8. Also, I was in room 4519, thinking that I would be in bungalow 4, 5th floor, room 19. But whenever I took the elevator from the lobby, I had to go on the 6th floor, and the other elevator next to the buffet on the 5th floor. The bugs is always an issue in Cuba, but on this trip it wasn't as bad. I got a few bites at the airport upon my arrival, and on the morning that I did the catamaran. But I do strongly suggest that you bring some Benadryl and some bug spray. And finally, for my last con, you can only book 2 a la carte restaurants on your 7-day stay. And time for the pros. Well, the resort is only a few minutes away from the airport. You're looking at a shuttle ride of 20 to 30 minutes. The food was pretty good, from the grill, the snack bar, the buffet, and the a la carte restaurants. My favorite was the Mexican a la carte restaurant. Even though they do lack in drink options, they will find you some alternatives. The resort is accessible to everyone that has reduced mobility. They do have some elevators in bungalow 3, 4, 5, and 6. The AC in the rooms were great. The beach is very well maintained and beautiful. The resort is also well maintained and clean. For example, one night we had a water leak in the lobby, and within a few hours they fixed it and repainted the ceiling. They have a swim-up bar, that is a must whenever I book a all-inclusive resort. The Wi-Fi works pretty good throughout the resort. And finally, even though I was on the 6th floor, I had good water pressure and the water was hot. As I mentioned earlier, we are currently looking to book for our Christmas getaway to Cayo Santa Maria. I really want to go at the One Gallery, but if you do have any hotel suggestions, please let me know. If you have any questions about the Grand Aston Cayo Paredon, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe, click on the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.